Good evening, YouTubers from the unusually cold Southern California evening. 30-something degrees. That's why I still have my jacket on. By the way, it's a cool leather jacket. I love it. Thrift store, I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about changing sizes really often and still wearing cool things if you go to the thrift store. So I think I paid $15 for this one, and yeah, it's not vinyl, it is leather. Just gotta, show it off a little bit here. And it's fun that I get to show off that, this is something I couldn't have worn so very long ago, for sure. But having fun. See? Yeah, just had to do that. Sorry. Anyway, the sweater is from this store. So are the earrings, for that matter. However, this necklace, my son brought me back from Paris, from the Louvre. Thank you, Andrew. So, okay. Kind of an on again, off again, up again, down again start to this week. Well, it's Thursday already. I guess it's more than started. And I wanted to have a video being a little real about some of the struggles that are coming back into my life that I had hoped that I dealt with. So maybe it's time that I really think about once again examining some of the emotional things behind whatever got me overweight in the first place, and well, what could end up sabotaging me now and in the future. So, to explain, last night and again tonight, actually I'm just going to show you my empty bowl. This had scalloped potatoes in it, and I mean it was a full bowl. So much for only being able to eat 3 or 4 ounces or something at a time. I put away quite a bit more than that. Didn't hurt, didn't bother me. I'm feeling a little full, but honestly, it wasn't that far off with from the kind of eating I used to do. So I'm not really sure. Other times, a tiny little bit of something innocuous fills me up. But scalloped potatoes, for some reason, going down just fine. So why am I eating all the scalloped potatoes when, honestly, I'm not hungry? I don't really want to be derailing myself, or do I? So that's the question. So what's bothering me? Why am I doing this? Well, odd though it may seem, I'm really close to being into Wonderland, and in fact I've been at 201, fluctuating between say 200.5 to 201.5 for the last week. I think I could have easily gone into Wonderland if I'd put my mind to it at all, instead of going the opposite direction of maybe being a little fearful about being in the 100s. What's that all about? Some of it might be really obvious, and I think that a lot of it is, but I really think I am consciously self-sabotaging and putting off for a while, continuing on with this journey. I'm not sure what I'm catching up with in my mind before I can go on and move forward. Not really sure. Not sure I'm going to figure it out tonight. Of course, it didn't help today to find out that, and in an odd sort of way, reading an article in the newspaper that made the rounds at work today, but apparently there are going to be massive layoffs where I work again. Last year around this time, they laid off 1/3 of our workforce, and we thought we were beyond the dreaded November time of layoffs, but I guess they just delayed it a few days. So apparently there's going to be some massive layoffs. We don't know who, but it's going to happen within the next 3 weeks or so. I think I've been really, really lucky to have survived the layoffs so far. this year, I think if I were a manager and looking at the workforce and seeing that someone was out for 7.5 months and had all these surgeries and everything else and is 58 years old, etc., I might be looking at maybe keeping somebody else on board than this woman who's been out a lot, who's going to take a while maybe to catch up with everybody else. I don't know. Before all the surgeries, and you know, I didn't just have the vertical sleeve gastrectomy in the last year. I had 3 other surgeries, and a whole lot of other health issues. So really, the gastrectomy happened in spite of all those other things, and against at least one of my doctor's wishes. But anyway, I was out for a long time. And so, yeah, I think if I were a manager, I was a manager, managed my own law practice and other things for many years. So I think more like a manager than I do an employee most of the time. And yeah, I'd probably lay me off. So yeah, that's bugging me. And there's 2 personal things that are going on in my life today, especially, that I can't talk about. Maybe in the future I'll be at liberty to say what else is going on. Mom, don't worry. Nothing you need to worry about. It's just things that I can't talk about right now. Well, this is the stuff that life is made of, and what presents us challenges, and why some of us are emotional overeaters, and you know, some of the things that we need to come to grips with. I know I do. And I was kind of hoping that I would be a little further down the pike before I really had to start looking at all the emotional things and dealing with the overeating and why and all that kind of thing. I honestly really believed for so long, let's say it's been 11 months, almost a year, that I've had my eating under control, mostly because I was sick and it was painful to not have it under control. But I thought mentally that I had it under control as well. So it's kind of disheartening right now to see that I'm at this point now where I'm falling back into some old habits that I thought were gone forever. So I tell you what, you know, this video is already much longer than I thought. I'm going to ponder it some more, but I just thought I'd put it out there. So have a good evening. If you've got any ideas, any earth-shaking thoughts about this, I don't even know what this is, to be honest. Very disorganized tonight, but you know, it's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, feel free to leave comments, and thank you to the new subscribers. This isn't one of my typical videos, but there you have it. Take care. Have a good evening.